Prime Minister Narendra Modi just concluded his tour of the United States. The trip that the Prime Minister took to the US received a lot of media attention, and several agreements were signed between the US and India. Prior to that, Congress leader and former Member of Parliament Rahul Gandhi also toured the United States and spent time interacting with entrepreneurs, students, and the wider tech community in the Bay Area before he made his way back to DC to speak with the policy community. Both these tours were interesting, especially in terms of optics in the run-up to the 2024 general elections. This is Karan Dev, and joining me today is Professor Bhaskar Chakravarti, who is Dean of Global Business at the Fletcher School at Tufts University. Professor Bhaskar is also the author of the book, The Slow Pace of Fast Change. Professor Bhaskar, thank you so much for joining me on Swell. I've really been looking forward to hosting you. And these conversations, we're having it, I think, at the right time because India is now at a very interesting moment politically and economically. And I read your insightful article in the Indian Express where you analyzed Rahul Gandhi's tour of the US. I also really appreciated some of the personal anecdotes, and your impressions of the Gandhi family and some of your instances as a child witnessing Pandit Nehru's funeral and other events that happened over the course of the last several decades. You also mentioned that, Rahul Gandhi in his tour of the US came off as real and authentic, but he lacked specific solutions to some of India's biggest challenges, as you mentioned in the article, such as in education and in healthcare. And he kind of toed the line of the status quo in regard to the Russia-Ukraine war. So my first question to you, Professor, is with regard to how you felt Rahul's tour compared, how it fared in comparison to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's. And secondly, there have been a lot of significant changes in India over the last 9 years or so. What do you see as the main issues which you feel that the country should be debating and thinking about deeply as we go into that crucial election next year in 2024? With that, I'm really looking forward to hearing from you, Professor Bhaskar. In terms of logistics, you just need to hit the reply button on the top right of the screen to respond. Whilst there is a 5-minute limit on each of these voice posts, please do feel free to make multiple posts, as we'd love to hear from you and your reading on where the country is headed as you see it. Once again, Professor Bhaskar, it's an honor to host you, and I'm really looking forward to hearing your thoughts on these questions. Thanks again for taking the time out to speak with me on Swell, and it's over to you.